So, we've had this holiday planned to Thailand for quite some time, I'd say about a year. So there's been a lot of excitement and there's been a lot of build-up. When the coronavirus became apparent and the cases increasing, naturally people would be worried. A lot of people online have their own views on this, ranging from you're going to be absolutely fine to do not risk your life. So I then posted the question on social media, asking the people who are traveling already in Thailand and the people who are living here, that what's the general feeling like here? Are people in hysteria? Are they eyeballing one another, whoever coughs? You know, what's it like on the ground? The majority of the responses that I did get were from people who were going to travel to Thailand and they were researching themselves, and they asked me to let them know how things are when I get to Thailand. So this is the reason why I decided to do this vlog, and this is my very first vlog, and so I hope you enjoy the travel. We are all packed and ready to go. You can fit quite a bit in this little Vauxhall Adam. Nice little runner. Okay. This local way filled with winding roads. It's quite nice actually to come down the traditional British heartlands of Yorkshire. Gonna miss this. Got the snow-capped peaks in the background, yellow grass here in front of us. Spring is in the air. Sound check, 1, 2, 3. So we're in Dubai International Airport, the aviation capital of the world. It's pretty much a bigger version of a service station on the M1 really. One great thing about this place is the burgers. One particular burger place that we like to go to, Shake Shack. Unfortunately we can't go. Flight is upon us, but we must make it on the way back.
Information.
Hey guys, we've arrived in Bangkok. We're just in our taxi on the way to our hotel. 15 hours of plane journey plus about 7 or 8 of in between. It's been a long day. City of Bangkok. Here we come. So we've had a pretty long day. So yeah, so far so good. Just a little tired. Gonna get a shower, get to bed, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. But so far this city is quite beautiful in the night, and the day's gotta be good as well. I'd like to mention at this point, if you've enjoyed watching this video or found any piece of information useful, please hit the like button and subscribe. It'll tell me that people would like me to update them on the rest of this holiday. I've always wanted to be creative in video and vlog my holidays, but I never got around to doing it. But this was a perfect opportunity to help other people. So having not found the right moment before, now I had the courage to press that record button. Currently, the number of cases reported in Thailand of the coronavirus stands at 33. The symptoms include beginning with a fever, followed by a dry cough, and after a week, some shortness of breath. So what is stopping someone from going to Thailand? Is it fear? If I decided not to go, would it be because I'm scared? Or if I'm going, am I being foolhardy? I'd say it's more caution and not fear or foolhardy. Caution to the degree of risk you find acceptable as an individual and the degree of measures you can put in place to minimize that risk to the level you find acceptable. So just to touch on some facts and figures, the World Health Organization, they based from 17,000 patients with coronavirus, and they found 82 patients had developed mild symptoms. There were 15% of patients who had developed severe symptoms, and 3% of patients became critically ill. So it's really up to the individual to see what level of risk they find that to be acceptable. Precautions though you can take to minimize the risk to yourself is regularly washing hands. This is what we've done. We've got our hand gel with us, we've got our hand wipes with us. Another precaution that we're considering is built up areas. So tomorrow I was looking forward to going to a Thai boxing fight, but from what I know it's going to be very crowded and there is some risk potentially. So that would beg the conversation at the very least tomorrow morning with the people, with the locals, as to the situation there. So whether we go or not will be based on the conversations we have regarding the risk we're going to be exposed to. So just to give you an insight on what the authorities have done in reducing said risk, at the check-in desk at Manchester Airport, they had asked us whether we had travelled to Hong Kong or China in the last so many months. When we landed in Thailand, they announced whoever has a temperature or a cough or feeling unwell to get in touch with the health authorities at the airport. So there is measures being taken by them to minimize that risk, and if people are heeding the advice or telling the truth, that would be minimizing the risk. Masks, that's all the rave at the moment as well. So just to give you a feeling as to what it's like, in Dubai I'd say about 5% of the people that I saw were wearing masks. It's understandable because it's an international airport, there's loads of people coming and going and they want to minimize their risk whilst there. When we got to the airport in Thailand, I'd say there was 30 to 40% of people wearing a mask. Up until half an hour after landing, I didn't hear a cough. Then I did hear a cough and I saw some heads turn, but the person that did cough was wearing a mask, which leads me on to the next point. Masks specialists have said that it's more useful to wear one if you have a cough or you don't feel well, because this reduces the risk of spread. Out on the streets, I saw maybe 1 in every 10 people wearing a mask. And the taxi driver that brought us to our hotel, he had a mask, but he had it dangling on his indicator. His chicken was quite entertaining, to say the least. On a personal note, as we got closer to the hotel, the thought about viruses and worry was diminishing, although the acknowledgement of the risks and the problem this virus has caused will always be there. I looked at my surroundings, and Bangkok, it was an amazing city. It felt like you were on the set of Hangover, and the energy of me going on holiday without a worry was slowly coming back to me. I'd like to finish by asking, from what you know on the level of risk or the risks that are out there, is there anything that I've missed? Is there any other top tip you can give me? And thank you very much.